What's good, homies? I am sick for the second time in like a month, as you might be able to tell by my nasally voice today. But I don't know about you, there's nothing better than just being in bed while sick and watching some trash TV. So let's watch the trashiest show I've ever seen and get into some more cheaters. Leave a like if you want me to feel better. Just kidding, that's parasocial and toxic as hell. It really won't do anything to make me get over this faster, but it will definitely improve my mood. So make sure you do that and subscribe if you haven't already. We love to watch trashy TV over on this side of YouTube, so if you enjoy it too, you'll want to watch some more of my videos. Without any further ado, let's get right on into it, shall we? And meet our sad sack that is about to get cheated on national television.
Aaron Rodriguez, a business owner who is worried that his girlfriend may be looking for some on-the-job excitement.
So yeah, this is Aaron, and he's worried that his girlfriend, who he actually works with, is cheating on him behind his back. Because according to this dude, she's just always in the office. And I mean, they kind of structure this as if he's her manager or maybe even the owner of the company. So you'd think he'd be aware of if she actually has all this work to do or not. But she really puts up this big ruse that she has to be at the office at odd hours of the night while he isn't there specifically. And needless to say, he's a little suspicious. I mean, I would be too. That's fucking weird.
Emily is very loving, caring, affectionate person.
It's so sad hearing him talk about all the good qualities of this lady too, as we realize he's only on the show because they definitely caught this woman cheating on him. Like, little does this guy know his whole world's about to fall apart.
He seems to be working a lot more, a whole lot more. In fact, I tried to give her days off and she still insists on coming back to the office.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm her boss and I tell her not to come into work, and she always tells me, no, I have to be there during the middle of the night while you're not there so I can get more work done. I guess she's just a workaholic, right, guys? Totally not cheating on me or anything.
After waiting around for hours, an employee is observed pulling up to the front of the building in a company car. He is seen exiting with suspect Emily Cruz.
So as if it couldn't get worse, this guy finds out, or at least the investigators find out, that his girl is cheating on him with somebody that also works for him. So all three of these people are at the same company and they're getting it on while this guy's not at work, which is just some absolutely devious work right there.
She departs her office, leaving companion Evans with no one to supervise him. He drops his drawers and decides that the only thing lacking in his boss's coffee is a very special secret ingredient.
So then the surveillance takes a really weird turn as they have some cameras set up in this guy's office, and while he's talking to his girlfriend, this guy who is kind of serving as the other man who works as his personal assistant is taking a piss in his coffee. That is some straight up felony behavior right there. Like, I don't know what that would fall under, but that is like a chemical warfare attack, bro. You should not be sharing your bodily fluids with people unknowingly. That's absolutely psycho. And I think he just did this out of retribution because he's angry about the fact that these two are dating and he can't be fully out in the open and date this girl who he's been having the affair with.
Aaron then makes his entrance and goes straight for the pot of coffee. Companion Evans looks the other way as his boss fills it to the rim.
I love that they're like slow-moing this footage to make sure you understand this dude chugged a big gulp of this and then realizes the coffee takes off. I don't know how real this portion is. I mean, this seems like bullshit to me. But then every time they confront each other on this show, I'm like, could they really hire actors this good? Like, some of these people seem truly distraught. So I'm hoping this is staged, but if not, we just witnessed somebody drinking another man's piss unknowingly. That's absolutely insane and just disgusting and vile that he would do this.
Aaron agrees to install a hidden camera in the stockroom of his office after Cheater's agents convince him that it would be beneficial to the investigation.
So poor Aaron gets asked to set up a camera in the stockroom, and little does he know that this is the exact room that they use for their activities while he's in his office. I mean, they are that brazen that they are seriously playing hide the ferret just rooms over from this guy who is in a relationship with this woman. She is that ballsy that she's like, you know what? Let's do it right here at work. I don't care that he might be within earshot. Like, if anything, it seems like this lady wants to be found out so they can just break up and get it over with.
I'll swing by, pick you up, we'll celebrate. Oh, I wish I could, but I have to stay up here and finish these invoices first.
And even on days where this dude has amazing news, like, hey, turns out we got that big business deal coming to fruition. You want to celebrate with me at home and finally be home at once for the afternoon? It kind of seems like you're always in the office, but not much is getting done around the office either. It's really weird, babe. Like, what's going on with that? And she's just like, nope, yeah, I got to do some more invoices. You know, tons of stuff getting purchased. So I just got to keep this business afloat. You understand? It's our business. We got to run it. Like, that's the most toxic part of this. I don't think there's many episodes of this show where both people work at the same company. So not only is this dude losing a business partner, he's losing a spouse and like a partner of his, like, romantically. That has got to be absolutely earth-shattering.
Our detectives do have some information. Emily and Jay holding hands at the table. Well, it doesn't stop there.
He's like, nah, don't worry. It goes much further than hand-holding. In fact, you're going to want to scrub down your entire stock room and maybe put up a UV light to make sure you don't miss any spots because there's been some freaky shit going down in that closet over there, buddy, and it's not between you and your girl.
Here comes your employee again. Goes right back to the office of two people embracing.
This guy's just like stirring back and forth, starting to breathe incredibly heavy. He said earlier in the episode, which I didn't show, that he gets very bad anger problems. So I feel like the show knows this, and they're seriously trying to antagonize this guy in order to get a bigger reaction, of course. They're TV producers during a time where they were allowed to get away with shit like this because there was just nobody thinking about the ethics of television. I mean, hell, they probably still could nowadays with how crazy TV shows can get. But regardless of that, they're really egging this dude on, and I don't think they realize how big of a firecracker this dude really might be. Like, he's looking like he's wanting to rip this other guy's head off.
Throws his stuff in the back room, comes out, urinates in a coffee pot. That's beyond blatant disrespect.
And then, to make things worse, they show him the coffee pot incident. They're like, bro, you drank hot piss. I'm sorry, but you did. Like, on some Bear Grylls shit, you seriously drank this man's urine. Which at that point, I would be like, okay, camera's off. Like, I need to consult my lawyer. I need to press charges against this man. Because again, I'm pretty sure that's a felony in some way. Somebody who's smarter with the law, please comment below if I'm correct on that. Like, you could press charges, right? I would hope so in this country, but you never know. Regardless, though, I would be fighting with this guy. There's no questions asked. If you seriously pee into my coffee pot and look at me drinking it like some sort of psycho, some sadistic psycho, you're going down, buddy.
What's going on, man?
Emily?
What's going on?
What are you doing?
What the f is that? What are you doing?
And he pulls up, instantly coat off. The dude runs out of the back because he realizes boss is about to kick my ass. I mean, needless to say, this dude's gonna get fired. That's without a doubt, but he should be worried about going to jail again if this dude had a single brain cell and knew that he could press charges over the whole coffee pot thing. But I feel like as soon as he throws hands with this dude, if he does, his case might go out the window because then that's like retaliatory. Again, I don't know how the law works. I'm an idiot. I just like watching law shows on YouTube. That's about the extent of my knowledge on that. So don't take this as advice. Again, this also happened, 20 years ago now, so I'm sure this dude's got like a whole different family at this point. But damn, he walks in and they were both having to pick up their pants. And had he walked in a second later, I think the scene would have been even more terrible to walk into. I seriously feel for this dude right now.
What? Oh, I'm a punk, huh?
Doing this with Aaron.
Okay, so needless to say, hands do get thrown. I might have to Minecraft picture this because you know how YouTube is with, people displaying this sort of action and behavior. But I think this is totally valid. I mean, cheating alone, that would have been a good enough reason. But then again, I gotta keep bringing up this damn piss coffee. I mean, come on. You're telling me you're not gonna go crazy mode on somebody and try to give him an old classic wombo combo to the face.
How can this guy do that? You're fired. What do you think about that? Go find a job.
That's girl.
The dude's getting told he's fired and he's like, got your girl. Doesn't matter. Had sex. Like, he's seriously that Lonely Island song right now. The whole Akon verse doesn't matter, dude. Still got it in, okay? That's all he's worried about right now. I'm sure this guy wasn't paying this dude jack shit anyway, so maybe that was the whole reason he tried to take his girl. Not that that's a valid reason, but I mean, seriously. Judging from the size of this 3-person operation, I don't think he's too tripping about losing this job.
Aaron, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
How could you do this?
She ain't sorry.
Draw this.
She ain't sorry.
I love this other dude. Like, this is just so messy, okay? None of this is morally just, but this guy's over here screaming, antagonizing this guy once again. He already knows that you peed in his coffee, bro. He already knows you took his girl, and now he's like, she ain't sorry. Haha, she wants me, man. She's with me for a reason. Like, this dude is just really trying to egg him on, and everybody seems to be against this man in the world right now. The dude in yellow, at least, I mean. Nothing is going his way, and he's just getting humiliated left and right in this episode.
Our business, our life, everything. We've done everything together, and you screwed that up. Everything. Everything.
Sorry.
And all this woman could say is, I'm sorry, which clearly she's just sorry because she got caught, as is the story with every single episode of this show. But wow, this dude is out of breath. Like, he was seriously trying to throw hands like crazy just now. Surprised that didn't end in a knockout. Thankfully, the show has some pretty good security, so they split it up quickly.
You're sorry? Sorry about what? This guy's... And going back to your position, I saw everything. Everything was on tape.
And this woman's just humiliated because she realizes if everything's on tape, then they probably saw the storage room thing, the other stuff behind the blinds. Yeah, he saw it all. I mean, these investigators, they say they followed her and him for 2 weeks and they put up cameras around the office, but she's probably just going through all the crazy shit they've been getting into and thinking, oh God, did he see that? Did he see that? She's got to just assume that he's seen everything at this point, and now she realizes just how bad this looks and how there's no talking her way out of this.
He's a punk.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
You're okay with urinating in the coffee pot?
Fine.
He's a punk because you're urinating in the coffee pot?
And I love how the host is trying to set this guy straight, like, okay, let me get this right. He's a punk, but you're over here trying to take his girl successfully, and you also felt the need to urinate in his coffee pot. But he's the punk. All right, yeah. Tell me how that makes sense. Like, no, dude, you're the punk. I'm sorry. What did this other guy do wrong to you? He's your boss. Like, you should be treating him nicely if he's a good boss, at least. Not doing any of this that you've been doing.
Does that make sense? Aaron.
And as he's getting interviewed, he runs up for round 2. Oh man, this dude is really trying to have this end in a knockout. I mean, there's no other way he sees getting around this. He was not lying when he said he has anger problems. But again, I kind of get why they're coming out to play right now. I think many of us in this situation would be losing our shit.
You can get the hell out of here.
I will.
You too. Grab all your crap too.
Watch out. Watch out.
So in the end, after the second explosion, the lady gets scared and hops in the co-worker's car, the new man that she's been fooling around with. To just add further insult to injury, I feel so bad for this guy. He's been humiliated about 4 or 5 times in this episode and still needs to go to the hospital to make sure that ingesting that coffee didn't do anything to him. I mean, if Bear Grylls, again, I'm going to bring him up, can get through that, I think it's fine. But still, I would seriously be doing anything I can to lawyer up and try to take this dude to court for that at least. Let me know what you thought of this episode down in the comments below. That was just pure messiness, but that's exactly what I needed on this sick day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you drop a like as always and comment Grim Squad for life if you made it to the very end. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until next time, peace out.